Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing today? It is Wednesday, August 11th. Glad to have you join me today. Appreciate you making the time to come. And today we're going to take a look taking place with oil. Checked out that video on YouTube. It's regarding oil. It was a special report that I did. You should take a look at it. I posted it a couple weeks back, I think, in regards to what oil was doing and what we are expecting from it in the near future. And so far, it is playing out exactly as we had predicted. So you should check that video out. And in case you are curious which video that is, it is this sucker right here. Okay, setting up for a big move. That's the one. Exclusive oil report, bankers exposed. All right, that's the one that you want to check out. So if you go to my main feed, it will be, let's see, a few down. Oh, they changed YouTube a little bit. Well, anyways, that's the one. Okay, bankers exposed. Oil setting up for big move. Check it out. Watch it. It is important. Okay? And you'll see that price is playing out pretty much just as I had suspected it would. Okay? With this drop from the highs. Alright. So check that out. It'll give you a little bit more insight on what it is that we're expecting going forward with price. Alright. Another thing I want to mention is this morning. Did you guys notice, I was pointing out this morning about how all of a sudden MyFxBook stopped tracking oil for retail. Quite interesting. We used to be able to take a look at the positions being held by retail traders with respect to oil, and then all of a sudden, lo and behold, they stopped tracking oil. I'm not sure what is up with that. I reached out to you guys, and you guys are saying that you are seeing the same. And so here's the list. Oil used to be down here, and it is no longer available. Another thing is that when you go to click to add it, it is actually not there. There is no oil. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but I do have something to share with you. If you go to the website, whiteoakfx.com, and you go to education, click on retail positions, you'll get to this page right here, and I've got that oil listing right there. Okay. In fact, I made sure all the pairs, the assets that we trade, are listed here. All the euro pairs, pound pairs, dollar pairs, Aussie pairs, they are all there, including gold and oil. All right, there's gold, there's oil. And just as I suspected, look at that. Almost everybody is long oil right now. Okay, this is what I was looking for. I was looking for this information. So I was able to get it. And even though it's not listed on their website, I was able to find it. Okay, so you can get it by going to whiteoakfx.com/retail-positions, and they are there listed for you. So what do we know? What's going on here? Retail traders are being lured into going long. We talked about this for quite some time. When price is at the highs, right up here, the banks lured retail traders into going long. So that was end of June, early July. All right. So we can open up a browser and we can go onto Google and we can look up oil price and see what news comes up. And I'd like to look at the end of June, beginning of July. So I'm going to do that. me show you how I do that. Tools, news, and we go to tools. Here we go. Custom range. So let's go, I don't know, June 7 to June 30. And let's see what the news was saying with respect to oil, because obviously they lured retail traders into buying. So I want to see and point out what specifically were they talking about. Okay. Oil price spike, OPEC flexibility, TC Energy cancels critical Keystone Pipeline, growing global production limits crude oil price increases. This is a good one right here. This is a yummy, yummy one. June 15, okay? Growing global production limits crude oil price increases. So we'll hit $100 this year. That's another good one right here. Oil will hit $100. So let's go over to the chart. And that was up in this area here. Okay, it reached 76 and then declined, right? So no, it did not hit. We still have the rest of the year, yes, but that's pretty bullish information here. You read that, prices at the highs, you're going to be buying. Oil price climb continues as Iran sanctions talks drag on. Okay, so economic reasons why oil price should continue going higher. Right? Oil price is set to head even higher as market tightens. Ooh, there we go. 1 month ago, right? Oil price is set to head even higher. So this is just an example of some of the ways that the banks lure retail traders into getting into positions at the wrong time. Now again, if you watch the video report that I did on oil, okay, if you watch that video report, you'll see how the banks lured retail traders into getting into long positions as price was reaching the highs. And then lo and behold, what were the banks doing at those highs when price was at those highs? Do you guys remember what the banks were doing? They were taking profits. And just recently, when we were looking at the data, we can see that they were doing exactly that again. So here is the data, the CFTC data, showing the positions held by the large institutions. And what do we see here? From June 22nd, what do we see? 669,000, 664, 640, 636, 593, little bump up, and then 583. So you can see this whole time they've been taking profits, okay? Throughout this whole time. Since late mid-June to now, they've been taking profits on long positions. As the news was telling you all the reasons why oil was going to continue higher. And so now what do we have with price? Price is turning over. All right? So what is to come? What is likely to come? Okay? By looking at the charts, we have to determine what is the likely scenario moving forward. Okay? Hit the like button if you have 1 second. Appreciate that. Special report, how the banks used NFP to manipulate the dollar. Yeah, that was another one. Yeah, that was another video, Nazar. Okay, so when we're looking at the charts, we have to try to determine where price is going to go based on what structures the banks have been creating. Okay, so the first thing I'll point out is this monthly chart. Okay, this is a monthly chart of oil. And what we can see is price has made a significant rally all the way from down here in the $20. Now, if you remember with us, you would have known that we called this move up to the 54s and higher, all the way from down here, all right? So the move has now taken place, and now we're pausing, and what's happening? So far, we're seeing a very bearish candle, and nothing to stop price from dropping until it contacts this area here of demand. This area of demand is located in the low 60s. Now, we are watching and expecting price to drop to this area of demand. Okay, this is the next logical area where price is going to drop price. Now you have to ask yourself, why are you coming to this conclusion? What makes you conclude that this is what's happening? Well, there's a couple things. One, look at the media. They're forcing everybody to buy. Okay, they're trying to manipulate people into buying oil. So what does that mean? That oil is likely going to drop. All right. You look at the retail positions of oil, and what do you see? They are all pretty much long. All right. So they fell for it. Okay. Retail traders have fallen for the trap. They are now in long positions. All right. Average shorts, 0. Average long price, 68. 68 average long price. So they keep on adding as price is dropping. This is the big mistake retail traders do all the time. They just cannot believe that they're wrong again, and they will refuse to be wrong. So as price declines, they will just continue to add to their long positions. This is just asking for trouble. They're going to blow up their accounts. Okay. I've had many traders reach out to me over the last incident that just took place with the big drop in gold. A lot of people lost money there. All right. So those are a couple of reasons why we believe price is going to drop. Here's another reason. Okay. Here on the weekly chart, the institutions were holding a trend to the upside. Right. Now, based on what we know to be true about the markets and trends, we know that when price was up here, contacting the trend line, that there was a high degree of chance that price was going to eventually break through the trend, destroy the trend, and head lower. Why is that? Well, because of how this was looking. Okay, so we got price to drop down into an area of institutional demand. They used that demand to push price back up, and now we got the bearish engulf taking place right here, and it's coming back to test this area. All right, now because this trend line is no longer holding, we got this very big bearish engulf to the downside, testing this area of demand. We don't believe that this area is going to hold, and instead price is going to decline and head down into the area of demand on the monthly chart. Okay, so those are solid reasons to conclude that price is going to drop on oil. Now, where is it going to drop to? That is the question. Okay, that's the million-dollar question. Where is price going to drop to? So depending on what happens with the overall markets, we're going to be watching for the signal of when to get in long, because this is going to make a wonderful long position. Okay, and it's going to happen after it sets up. So we need it to retrace. We need them to lure the retail traders into going long. We need the retail traders to lose, because unfortunately that's what's going to happen.